Ganpati Bappa Morya. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, Almost Famous Rider. So this series is about 14 days of adventurous ride, Ladakh Full Circuit, from Srinagar to Leh to Umlingla to Manali to Chandigarh. So today is the day 6 where we are riding from Pangong Tso Lake to Hanle, which is the place for us to stay before we visit the Umlingla Pass, the highest motorable road in the world at this point of time, which is very close to the international border with China. And here we are riding along the Pangong Lake, and it's a huge lake. If I can recall the correct ratio, I think 40% portion of the Pangong Lake is in Bharat and 60% is in China. So we reached the point which is famous for Three Idiots location, and right close to the Pangong Lake. That's the scooter which was featured in the movie. Me and Suhas had our share of photographs clicked on it. We had to pay 50 rupees per person. So there's a charge for that also. So after spending some good time very close to the Pangong Lake, we are back on the road.
I have no idea where exactly we are. We're just going along the Pangong Lake. It's been almost 34 kilometers and the Pangong Lake is still there on the left hand side. So we are heading for Hanle. It's going to be another adventurous and amazing ride. This model of the motorcycle, Kawasaki Vulcan S 650, may be the first motorcycle to reach Hanle and hopefully to Umlingla, the highest motorable road in the world, tomorrow. The weather has been comfortable so far. The sun is out. Yesterday it did rain, or rather it drizzled throughout the ride from Nubra Valley to Pangong, and it was getting colder and colder and colder. So it was very tough but today has been quite comfortable. Though I'm wearing my fleece base layer inside the riding jacket, I'm also wearing the rain pants to save the riding pant from the sand and the dust that may go in, because on this route I'm told that halfway is completely through sand area, which we would be entering in some time. So that's it. Let's see how it goes. I'm really excited and tired as well, but I'm really excited about this because nobody has done it. I had decided that I'll do it, and again, no word of appreciation can measure the effort, the support that my son is giving me on this ride as a pillion, and taking care of me during our stay, to make sure that I'm fit and fine to ride next day. So overall, by the grace of Ganpati Bappa, everything is going smooth. Ganpati Bappa Morya. We'll see you after some time. That's the pathway we are riding on. I wouldn't call it a road, but there is no road. It just, I think it's under construction, because you can see either these are the marks made by the road construction machines or by the tanks, and that is giving so much vibrations, because this is like a almost like a rumbler speed breaker that we see on the highway, that is created here. So while challenging it is on this surface, those vibrations are making, even if while it's already challenging to ride on this surface, these rumblers are making it more difficult, because I'm not sure if the camera is capturing the vibrations I'm getting in the handle. Almost zero. We seems to be on the vibrator mode perpetually, but this motorcycle is performing amazing. Hats off to Kawasaki engineering. What a quality product they have made.
So we reached the Rezang La Memorial. It's another war memorial in the memory of the soldiers who fought for this region. And it has a very long history and a lot of sacrifice and amazing stories. So after going through our emotional roller coaster ride at the War Memorial, we are back on the, I can't call it back on the road also. We are back on the route to Hanle. So today is the day 6, and I think amongst all the days, this is the most tiring and toughest ride I've had so far, because We are riding through the sand, as you can see, and it becomes very difficult to maneuver and hold the bike and stop it from falling. It takes a lot of power, lot of energy to keep the bike rolling like this in this surface. So it's very tiring, very exhausting, and we are anyway constantly going on higher and higher altitude. So the, the air is getting thinner and thinner. So even breathing becomes little challenging, as you can hear me breathing very heavily right now. And anticipating that Hanle would be close or sorry, and in the anticipation that the weather will get really cool and anticipating the weather is going to be very cold as we head towards Hanle. We are already having a couple of layers of clothes. That is another thing which is tiring me down because of the sweat. That's how the group moves. I mean, since I am on a cruiser motorcycle, my speed is the slowest amongst all the bikers because all of them are using Himalayan and Chennai is using Honda INS with a better ground clearance. So these guys can ride at a much faster rate compared to me. And in addition to the cruiser bike, I have my son as a pillion, so that becomes much more. I mean, it puts a lot of stress on ensuring that we both are safe and I'm able to manage the bike in a very secured way. So maintaining the right speed on this surface is very difficult. So maintaining the right speed on this surface is very difficult because if you go a little slow, the bike may sink in. If you go a little fast, then there is a risk of skidding or losing the balance. So I think considering this part of the land or ocean is very close to the international border, there are no the roads are getting constructed, but it's a very slow process because of the weather and because of the surface and other issues. So I mean, even this portion seems to be the road is under construction. You can see the material lying alongside the road, which is used in building the road through different layers. We also came across a lot of laborers who are working on these extremely remote and challenging places. And but this is good because for us it's a fun, for us it's an adventure. But having a good road in these areas is the necessity from the security point of view of our country, so that our defense forces can move swiftly and defend our borders from the enemy. So no complaints.
Vibrations.
But this part of the ride from Pangong to Hanle is certainly has been very, very tiring and exhaustive and very challenging because of the kind of surface that we are riding. Looking at the surface, you can make out very easily. It's a very fragile, loose soil, lot of sand, and my speed is I think around
anything between I think 20 to 30 kilometers per hour, which is barely like moving, just rolling the bike. And you can also notice that in most of these areas, I'm almost riding alone because most of these guys have already kind of gone far ahead of me. And you can see the Jeep, the backup Jeep is there. And this is the sand that we need to be very, very careful, and it's a very dangerous to ride on this surface. So there is a road, there is some asphalt surface that we can see, but it's mostly covered heavily with the sand, and you can see it's getting really challenging and very tough to hold on to the handle and keep the bike steady. The sand has got even deeper, and we both got stuck there. But the bike is phenomenal. So with little bit of uh, jugaad, with little bit of technique, we could come out of that sand, and we are back on the decent road now. So that's another checkpost of ITBP at Loma, where we have to show the inner line permit, which our ride marshal Soso is taking care of. These are the common bridge. I mean, these are the kind of bridge that we get in this area because of the kind of geography or the terrain. And then you get an opportunity to ride on these beautifully paved roads, so where we can cruise at about 80 90 kilometers per hour because I have to always stay behind the ride marshal. And very nice guy. He's riding very responsibly.
So we are heading towards Hanle, beautiful road. But before that, nearly for 120 kilometers, we had absolutely no road.
And this part of the surface is was feeling like more of a roller coaster ride because the roads were going down and up and down and up.
So Hanle is 3 kilometers. We started at about 8:40 from Pangong. Last 40 kilometers has been one of the best ride. This is the road quality that we had. So the average speed was certainly double the first 100 kilometers, which was maybe around 25-30 kilometers per hour. And tomorrow is the most exciting part of the whole ride, is attempting to conquer Lingla Pass, the highest motorable road in the world. Really excited for that.
So here we are, reached Hanle, and now we are heading towards our stay. It's a Milky Way homestay, which is quite famous and very close to the tallest or the highest observatory of Asia, which we will see tomorrow. And this was the galaxy which was captured by Suhas in the night. But before we call it a day, let me share the magical moment that happened in my life, where I reached, or I would say I conquered Umlingla Pass with my Kawasaki Vulcan 650S, the first and the only Kawasaki Vulcan in the world to reach the highest motorable road in the world at 19,024 feet. And as you can see, everybody is busy taking their photographs with the milestone and the signboard, because it's a big achievement for every motorcyclist. Ladakh ride is incomplete without conquering Umlingla Pass. That is the reason I call it a Ladakh Full Circuit ride. So coming up an exciting event tomorrow. So if you like what you saw today's video, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, Almost Famous Rider. Comment, like, share. Your subscription and your comments and your likes are big encouragement for me to put more effort in my motovlogging. I'm still in the learning phase. There are times when the camera is on and I forget to talk, but I'm learning. With every ride, I'm sure I'll get better at it. So thank you so much for your support. See you in the next videos.
Until then, have a good time, have some adventure, stay safe, see you soon.